Brent, I'm going to look at your swing, or look at two different swings. On the left is your swing before we started working a little bit on your lower body action during the golf swing. And on the right is after you started working on turning your hips a little bit more and have a little bit more body action in your golf swing. The setups are fairly similar. I'm going to take on the left now, I'm going to take your swing back to the 3 position, which is when your left arm is parallel to the ground, right about there. And then on the right, taking it back. And you can see that on the right, your shoulder angle is a lot coiled, not more coiled and turned than the swing on the left. On the left was your golf swing, which was really not a lot of lower body action. It was mostly just upper body. But your left arm is further behind you now on the right, and your shoulders have turned more. You've engaged your large muscle groups in your body. Most of that is coming from the fact that you are allowing your right hip to turn more, which lets you turn your entire core more. Now I'm going to take you to the top of the backswing, the 4 position, where your club, basically that's as far back as you go right there. And that's about the same here, but you can see how much more your shoulders are turned on the right. And you still maintain a really good flat feet. You haven't rocked to the right foot, so you're staying grounded. That looks a lot better. It's going to give you a lot more power. Now as you come down into the golf ball, and these are practice swings. You're not hitting the golf ball, but you have a nice extension on the left. You have a nice extension on the right, extension of both arms. That looks good. Then as you come through on the right, I'll take it to the 9th position. This is when the right arm is parallel to the ground. Notice that on the right, I can see the left elbow, the crease of it, the inside of that elbow. Whereas on the left, you've swung your left elbow behind you more. So you're not really swinging out to the target like you are on the right. You've spun your hips more on the left, but on the follow through, but you're actually swinging more out to the target on the right, which is better. As I continue to the follow through, if you look at this back foot right here, we're going to compare that to this. As you look at that back foot, it's only a partial turn. You're really not using your lower body to rotate through. Now watch this back foot action on this swing. I mean, you've really turned your entire body toward the target, rotated forward to the target, solid on your left foot. This line is here versus this line is a little bit more forward. So you've really are demonstrating visually here how much more momentum you're swinging with on the right. That's why you hit it so much further when you engage that lower body. I'm going to compare your swing to Grant Waite, who was a tour player during the 90s. He and teaching partner Joe Mayo are now instructors of several PGA Tour players. Grant was considered by many of having one of the best swings in golf. I'm going to begin at impact, which is the most important position. Everything the golf ball does, how far it goes, how high it goes, how much it spins and curves, is a direct response to the laws of physics and motion that exist at the moment of impact. The physics and geometry at impact is a response to the club's position at impact. The club's position is a direct response to the body's position at impact. And it's important to understand that impact occurs in only 4 microseconds, which is 1,000 times faster than a blink of an eye. And it is impossible for any human to consciously influence ball flight during this fraction of a second. Therefore, every position prior to impact must be shaped and sequenced in such a way to consistently arrive at a fundamentally sound impact position. The purpose of any swing is to hit the golf ball with the desired ball flight. This can only be done by hitting the ground in the same place, and that place is in front of the golf ball. To achieve this, Grant and all the pros have their hands in front of the golf ball when they make contact. By having their hands in front of the ball, they create a shaft lean. That allows them to hit down into the golf ball and hitting the ball before they hit the ground. This maximizes the transfer of the club speed to the ball so that it maximizes the amount of ball speed coming off the face of the club. The pros also have the majority of their weight on their left side at the moment of impact. The average pro will have 85% of their weight on their left side at the moment of impact. As you can see, the red line coming off of Grant's left foot passes right through his belt buckle. As we compare your impact position to Grant's, we can see that you do have more weight on your front foot than your back foot. As we continue to develop your swing, we will try to get a little bit more weight on that front foot, a little bit more forward. This will allow you to hit down on the ball a little bit more efficiently, and you would have fewer fat shots and thin shots. Right now, I want to stay with a few simple things. I want to continue getting you comfortable with the backswing where you're turning that hip. We're going to work a little bit more on keeping your arms extended through impact. And then as we gain that comfort and you start to own that feeling, then we can add more pieces. But right now I want to stay with a few things that we're working on, and I want to work with that driver a little bit more next time.